Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. With golden soil and well for toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Distinguished guests and graduands, I'd like to invite Uncle Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country.
Thank you. Take a seat. I should start with the welcome, which means Nalawa, which we use for our welcome in Darug language. It actually means come sit with us, so please sit. Warami Miriga, everyone. Hello, friends, and welcome to the lands of the Wallamedigal. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to firstly pay my respects to the country and its people, and to thank the university for their acknowledgement of us and the invitation to welcome you here today. That acknowledgement is important for our people and much appreciated. My family, in fact, descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burruburungal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it, and so he enrolled his daughter, Burungai, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them, and it became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here today. And with good reason. Your success is our success. Your advancement, our advancement. Now, that was probably better understood in traditional times when camp groups were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here a little over 250 years ago, he described the people he encountered as one of the happiest people he had ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They were naked, made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and harvested food from the earth without excessive clearing or tilling. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, and no homelessness. Armies were unheard of, as were forts, jails, or even fences. People cooperated to collect the resources that were needed, which are then distributed according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands were maintained in their natural state through fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they have done here for the past 30,000 years. So remember, this is not a dream or an ideal. This is normal life for us and for the longest time. There's no reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we're a clever people, and there is still much magic in the world, I like to believe. So graduands, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is naturally good, we are normally happy, and normally very good at looking after each other and the planet. I would suggest, though, that you share your skills with the rest of us and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this, and I'm confident we can put together a world we can be proud of and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine by winding up and letting you graduate. Just want to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you. Yana.
Distinguished guests, I'm pleased to introduce Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, Louise Mason.
Thank you, Chris, for that warm welcome to country. Colleagues, guests, families and friends of our graduands, and most importantly, all our graduands. It is my great pleasure to welcome you here today to this graduation ceremony. It is our hope that today is a very happy and memorable occasion for all of you. If we have any small children in the audience, please don't worry if they run around or make noise. We're very happy for that to occur, and they are our students of tomorrow, and they will always be welcome at Macquarie. Today is a milestone day. Today we celebrate the wonderful achievements of those of you about to graduate. Completing a degree is never easy. It requires an intelligent and inquiring mind, determination and perseverance, and you've made many sacrifices along the way in the pursuit of your goals. You've worked very hard to get to this point, and you should feel proud of what you've accomplished and achieved. We as a university are just as proud of your achievements, and I'm pleased to be able to congratulate each and every one of you today. I also want to especially welcome the families, supporters and friends of our graduands here with us as invited guests. The fact that you have been invited by one of our graduands to share in one of the greatest days of their lives is proof positive that you have been an important influence. So to our invited guests, congratulations and thank you for celebrating this great occasion with us. Our graduands may not realise it, but you are about to participate in one of the oldest of Europe's social rituals. If you were to pick a date, say 1500 AD, and look to see what social institutions were around then and are still around today, you would find only about 60, including the Roman Catholic Church, the parliaments of England, Iceland and the Isle of Man, and 6 Swiss cantons. All the rest are universities. In fact, graduation ceremonies are even older than that. For more than 800 years, graduates have been donning gowns just like the ones you're wearing and participating in ceremonies just like this one. And since those earliest graduations, the ceremony has remained almost unchanged, a defining feature in the life of every university and its students. We all realise that Macquarie is not one of those ancient universities. In fact, we are just over 50 years young. And though we are among the youngest universities in the world, we're very proud to take part in this time-honoured ceremony today. We all know that youth has its advantages. Macquarie is a very modern and outward-looking university. We enjoy an enviable reputation for world-leading research excellence, research engagement and impact. We are continually progressing by extending our research, partnerships, course offerings and facilities. We have a proud tradition of innovation and discovery, and our pioneering approach is built upon a collaborative and connected learning community. This is a very exciting time for Macquarie University amidst much change, as the vision for this remarkable campus continues to unfold. No doubt you would have witnessed all the development happening around campus when you arrived today. We have more than 220,000 graduates living in more than 140 countries. It's very clear that we're looking forward and we're on the move, and so are each of you. Some of the things we all value so much about Macquarie, however, will never change. When I was a student here and during my time on council, a defining feature of Macquarie was and remains the friendliness and inclusiveness of our staff and students. This is inherent to our culture, and I anticipate that it always will be. And remember, you will always be welcome back at Macquarie University. Macquarie will always be a leader in teaching and learning, and a leader in the accumulation of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. However, our collective journey is about building community, where we have shared values, where we share things in common, and where we care about each other, even when our points of views on some matters might diverge. In other words, an ideal community of scholars. Distinguished guests, academic and professional colleagues, and most importantly, our graduands, I offer you the warmest of welcomes to Macquarie University on this great day. In just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University. But first, it is my great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Ms. Lisa Chung, AM. Lisa serves as a non-executive director on boards of various commercial and not-for-profit organisations, spanning a wide range of sectors. She currently chairs Australian Unity and the Front Project and is a non-executive director of AV Jennings, Artspace, the Committee for Sydney and Warren and Marnie Architects. She is a trustee of the Art Gallery of New South Wales Foundation. In her earlier career, Lisa was a partner at law firms Maddox and Blake Dawson, now Ashurst. She is a graduate of the University of Tasmania and in 2004 completed the Advanced Management Program at INSEAD in France. In 2020, Lisa became a member of the General Division of the Order of Australia for significant service to the community through charitable and cultural organisations. Please join me in welcoming Lisa Chung, AM.
Thank you for the warm welcome. Ms. Louise Mason, Deputy Chancellor, members of the faculty, staff, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, graduands. I had quite a feeling of positive emotion as I entered the hall today, and it was something sort of quite overwhelming. So it's a long time since my own graduation. And after the challenges of the past few years, no doubt felt very keenly by all of you here today, in the context of remote learning and in many other ways, I'm sure, how wonderful that we can gather here today together in person for this very special occasion. It's my great pleasure and honour to be asked to address you this afternoon on what is a landmark occasion for those graduating today. It's now, as I said, more years than I care to remember when I graduated with my bachelor's degree in law. As a member of the first generation of my family to attend university, that was a particularly proud day for my parents, who had worked so hard to provide me with the opportunities they did not have. No doubt all of you here are experiencing that same sense of pride for similar or other reasons. Whilst it's important to take time to reflect on what you have achieved to date and to acknowledge a job well done, I'm sure you are all anticipating with some excitement and perhaps trepidation what comes next. At the time I commenced my professional career in the law, we tended to think of our careers in more linear terms, even though, as I look back now, that was not necessarily how things turned out. I remained in the law for over 30 years before transitioning to non-executive directorships in a wide range of commercial companies, as well as not-for-profit organisations which are focused on the arts, community services and social justice. My education has put me in a privileged position to pursue the career path of my choosing. You will all have choices too, so be conscious of making those choices. It was so daunting for me to arrive in Sydney after growing up, completing my university education and commencing my professional working career in Tasmania, a tiny market. My original intention in moving was to explore career opportunities away from law, but as it was my only employable skill at that time, apart from waitressing, which I'd done as a student, I accepted a position in a large law firm. I ended up staying in that firm for more than 20 years. I learned that it's okay to stay in the same workplace for 20 years, as long as you do so by active choice. I made that choice because I continued to learn and develop through experiences in a wide range of roles. So my advice is to be active in managing your own careers. In the case of younger people today, you are all living in a time when the rate of change is faster than it has ever been. And it is often said that young people today are being educated for jobs that don't yet exist. That probably sets you up with much better skills than many of my generation to adapt quickly to change in the workplace and to take up new opportunities the market presents. You're unlikely to spend 20 years in the same workplace as I did. Technological developments, including artificial intelligence and machine learning, are good examples of what is driving this pace of change. When I started work as a graduate, we still relied on snail mail, with urgent messaging coming via telex and then fax. This rate of change we now live with will continue in the name of improved efficiency and productivity and commercial competition. Skills supporting these changes and other changes in the future are and will remain in demand. Your formal education has set you up with strong technical skills and intellectual disciplines which you will continue to develop. However, I urge you to give careful consideration to what other skills you need to be a success in the workplace and in life generally. If you aspire to future leadership roles, and I certainly hope you do, how will you reach your goals and potential as a leader? I'll let you in on a secret. It won't happen with just strong technical skills and hard work, as important as they are. How will you develop and progress in a way that peers, colleagues, and those more senior recognise you as a leader? We all possess the ability to learn leadership skills, even if we think they don't come as naturally to us as we see in the case of others. No doubt you've seen shelves and shelves of leadership texts in bookshops or online. Some of these can be helpful, but for success, you will need to put words into action. In the current day and age, leadership looks different to the old command and control model. We're probably always known you're more likely to achieve your aims with an army of volunteers than an army of conscripts. At the heart of it are trust and influence. These take time to develop, so I suggest you start today. Think about your relationships with peers, colleagues, and those more senior or experienced. Much of my own development and career success I put down to the mentoring I received from others, including senior leaders. I was fortunate that this was a strong cultural feature in the firm I had joined. Sometimes it's not, so you may need to make more effort yourselves to develop these important relationships and learning opportunities. Then, how do you pay it forward? Who are you supporting and mentoring? Your ability to build authentic and meaningful relationships with others will serve you in important ways for the rest of your life, both personally and professionally. It takes time and investment. Start now. One of the adages I've always lived by is, start the way you mean to go on. That applies to everything. I'd like to acknowledge the family and friends and other supporters of today's graduands who have provided support and played an important role in getting you to this point. In the context of relationships, these are your most important. In closing, I offer my congratulations to each of you graduating today. You have reached an important milestone, and you should take a moment to recognise what you have achieved. Your inclusion here today signifies enormous potential for what you can achieve in the future. Let's get started.
Thank you, Lisa, for giving up your time and for those words. As Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today's and conferring degrees on those who have complied with the university's requirements for such awards. I now call on our Registrar, Professor Rawdon Wilkinson, to formally certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements for these awards.
Deputy Chancellor, I certify that all of the candidates being present here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
In the name of the Macquarie University Council, and by my authority as Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Deputy Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Macquarie Business School. I now call on Professor Eric Knight, Executive Dean and Professor of Strategic Management for the Macquarie Business School, to present the graduates. Professor Knight.
Deputy Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from Macquarie Business School. Macquarie Business School represents the modern version of the long and storied history at this university of teaching the next generation of leaders in the fields of economics, finance, actuarial studies, business analytics, marketing, management, and accounting. Our school prides itself on a simple and singular focus: you to the power of us. The great economist and philosopher Amartya Sen, winner of the 1998 Nobel Prize in Economics, once said that true liberty is to have the freedom to live the life one has reason to value. So it follows that our true purpose at Macquarie Business School is to empower you, our students, to lead the lives you have reason to value. We give you both feet and wings. Feet in the foundational training of mathematics and philosophy, recast in the modern disciplines of management, economics, marketing and beyond, and wings so that you find inspiration in the grand problems of our time and have the ability to soar high. Profound change is upon us. The scale and combination of technological, environmental and societal change poses tremendous risk to people and planet alike. Our society faces escalating geopolitical tension at the same time that we wrestle with climate change, income inequality, and the fragmentation of news. I have every confidence that each of you who sits before us today will rise to and join the highest echelons of leadership in Australia and within our region. Sitting amongst us are tomorrow's CEOs, members of Parliament, entrepreneurs, public administrators, not-for-profit leaders, and perhaps even future academics. So as you leave this place, I want you to remember this most important question: as a Macquarie University graduate. Macquarie University is a public university, committed to the public good. Therefore, when difficult ethical, societal challenges come your way, the question you must ask yourself is this: how will I serve? Deputy Chancellor, I present to you the graduates from Macquarie Business School, whom you have admitted to degrees and awarded diplomas. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance and Bachelor of Professional Accounting, Tamara Jovanovic. Sergio Gregory. Lily Yo. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Professional Accounting. Ashleen Mary Alex. Claudia Attai. Norpal Singh Barbara. Taran Chern. Matthew Field. Charmant Gomez. Victor Huang. Aaron Huang. Anisa Jafar. Nishita Vonid Kerai. Jack Kreitzers. Mansib Mir. Tong Tran Nguyen Nguyen. Patrick Oliver. Arjun Rajaratnam. Radhika Rajivan. Watudura Malki Samara Silva. Paul Vaea. Jia-Yun Wu. Thomas Shui. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the degree of Bachelor of Economics. Samuel Greville Kendall. Ash Shadapuri. Zubin Sheikh. Jacob Vertel. Daniel Wang. Kirby Wu. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Jaya Macalino. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Amy Gibson. Catherine Halliday. I present the graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Professional Accounting, Alexander Al-Shamiri. Bailey Batiste. Lachlan Ford. Liam McShane. Nicholas Rickson. Brendan Salama. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce with a degree of Bachelor of Science, Scott Haisler. Joshua Lees. James Samantha. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Economics and the Bachelor of Applied Finance. Riley Andrews. Mancy Bartler. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance. Gabriel Bates. T. Hai Yen Dam. Arya Gopal. Fabiha Khan. Cormac Lavery. Kyle Lee. Hao Ming Liao. Melissa Lois. Joshua Luton. Nyok Chong Liao. Iwan Cristiante Widu Pade. Juwan Park. Vanessa Rahadro. Matthew Rapicon, awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Olivia Stephanie. Kent Torsina, awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Wayne-Ann Wu. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Jason Diaz. Yasmin Ismail. Rebecca Lee. Vanessa Ortiguera. Isabella Relf. Jenna Theodore. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration. Anueva Acharya. Charlotte Anderson. Malina Anulat. Natalie Asante. Seng Ong. Jared Bryce. Anel Davia. Anjie Guo. Shreya Gupta. Shreya Gupta. Jamila Habib. Thomas Hart. Lachlan Innes. Mohammed Manib Javed. Chancery O'Keate. Laura Sophia Leal Medina. June Lee. Justin Livrinick. Nicholas Yamas. Chloe Martirina. Dimitri Mingian. Tessa Pankhurst. Suyoga Pant. Akanksha Patnik. Sudalath Pomahan. Muazuddin Rahman. Ilyana Rivas. Sanjay Rungta. Madeleine Sablatura. Rishaf Bahadur Singh. Nathan Sinnott. Suktida Suchalan. Harrison Spratt. Andrea St. Flower. Nipun Baradwa Tugaturan. Henrico Chong. Zachariah Vella. William Vella. Olivia Zoug. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Leadership and Commerce. Olivia Bailey, awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Nicholas Morrison. Jacqueline Page. Aaron Shirley. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Alessandro Aroldi. Charles Armstrong. Megan Barakat. Robert Batchelor. Thomas Bicknell. Daniel Byrne. Jie-Ying Chen. Tian Chun Cheng. Dominic Della Franca. Li Du. Francisca Vania Tipuchi. Brianna Forbes. Lachlan Gowtry. Emma Goldsworthy. Long Nok Hewen. Nima Kavusi. Rehan Karadi. Navleen Hera. Derek Tek Young Lau. Royden Leong. Xiao Hui Liang. Edward Leo. Lu Yu Liu. Nikki Natawala. Quinn Ni Nguyen. Lan Trin Nguyen. Rory O'Connor. Carolyn Quinn Farm. Huang Fan. Macaulay Powell. Simrani Prasad. Jeremy Samantha. Mark Santos. Sabrina Selmoni. Shahan Shafik. Joshua Shanti Kumar. Penelope Cram. Rehan Saeed. Ka Tong. Long Chan. Tommy Tu. Courtney Wilson. Jeffrey Rongsil Yong. Shilong Wu. Yue Ke Shu. Tao Yang. Chia Bo Zhang. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Global Business, Philip Biggins. Cheryl Shang. Deputy Chancellor, that completes this afternoon's presentation of graduates from Macquarie Business School.
Deputy Chancellor, I call on Matthew Rapacon, who graduated with a Bachelor of Applied Finance, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Matthew Rapacon.
Big day. Greetings, Deputy Chancellor, members of Macquarie University, our beloved guests, and now my fellow graduates. I'm very honored to speak in front of you on such a special day. But before I go on, I'd like to give recognition to the ones who've given us the much-needed support for us to achieve our incredible milestone. Thank you to the members and staff of Macquarie University for your unwavering support and guidance. And thank you to our dear family and friends who's always there to say, you can do it and don't give up when we needed it the most. Looking back, I was never really ready for any of the challenges university has thrown at me. In fact, whilst I was writing this speech, I looked back on my first orientation week. I was sitting down in Macquarie Theatre, just right down there at 21 Wally's Walk, and I was attending my welcome session. In front, some of you may remember, image of the expectation reality of university. I'm sure everyone expected university to be a smooth, linear, upward path from start to graduation. Boy, were we wrong. Well, the reality was university was a roller coaster of highs and lows. Never have I ever thought that such a simple image can easily encapsulate my 3-year journey. And having said all that, I'd love to share some things that I've picked up along the way with all of you. First, in the Philippines, we have this phrase that goes along the lines of libre lang mangarap. This translates to it is free to dream. And so, if it is free to dream, let us dream big, let us dream high. I never thought that a boy like me from the Philippines would be able to attend such a prestigious university and attain international education alongside the brightest of minds. This wouldn't have been possible if not for the support of my ever-loving parents. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. They've always encouraged me to set high goals for myself and pursue my passions. Second is effort. I know that everyone here might be sick and tired of someone telling you you have to put the work every day, every single day. But believe me when I say that every effort may not lead to success, but we certainly cannot have success without effort. There were so many times in university where I wanted to break down. I wanted to give up. I wanted to tell myself, I'll just take the unit next semester, it'll be all right. And you know, judging by the looks on your faces, I think I'm not alone when I say that university might have made me cry. Nevertheless, I kept walking forward. We kept walking forward, and here we are now. And lastly, is to stay humble. You know, if I had $1 every time I felt overly confident walking into an exam, walking into an interview, only to get humbled, it would actually be a good source of passive income. There were so many times in university that I got humbled, but I lived and I learned. I took my time, I slowed down to master the things that I studied, the things I worked on, such that I could simplify the complex and complicate the simple. Being humble enough to be aware of your shortcomings and flaws, and that you can always learn something new from the person sitting right beside you, has made me become a better version of myself. And with all that said, everyone, I implore all of you to keep dreaming high, always back it up with effort, and most importantly, be humble. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Congratulations, Matthew, for those very heartfelt and inspiring words, and to Matthew's family as well. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
O mia rapida caro, mi piaceva quando re porta razza a converrar l'anello, sì, ci voglio andare, e se non va, sento andrò sul ponte vecchio, ma per buttarmi in arno mi stracco e mi vorrei Pappo, pietà, pietà.
That was Miss Angela Brewer, who sings. We're very fortunate to have her sing at every one of our graduations. So Angela is the founder and artistic director of Coast Opera Australia. Please join me in thanking her again. Please also join me in thanking our musicians. On the organ, Heather Moen-Boyd. And on the trumpet, Colin Grisdale. I would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank the representatives from our alumni community who come along to every graduation to make sure we run smoothly and on time. Thank you for all of you who have given up your time again today. Graduates, this ceremony marks a change in your relationship with Macquarie University, but it is certainly not the end of your association with us. From today onwards, you are now part of the bigger Macquarie family, that alumni network of 222,000 across 140 countries. They all welcome you to the fold. This is the beginning of the rest of your lives. We look forward to seeing you back on campus to attend alumni events, perhaps to undertake further study, or simply to visit our beautiful campus and reminisce about the good times you spent here as a Macquarie University student. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I urge you to commit to lifelong learning and inquiry, to set ambitious goals for yourselves, and to continue the hard work that has brought you so far. And remember, you don't have to be Einstein to change the world. At Macquarie, we pride ourselves on developing each and every one of our students into engaged community citizens and leaders. So I urge you to always give thought to what you can do for others along the way. You don't have to do much sometimes to make a real difference to someone's life. Sometimes a kind gesture or a kind word can mean an enormous amount. I challenge you to continue to exercise sound judgment and initiative, and to always be generous in offering practical advice and wisdom to those you meet on life's journey. My hope is that, as graduates of Macquarie University, you will use what you have learned here, not only for your own benefit, but also for the benefit of our community. And in all you do, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. It is also my hope that you always remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom are here with you today. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm going to ask you to do a few things. Firstly, could all our new graduates please stand? Place your testamers carefully on your chairs. You've worked hard for those. Please turn around and face your families and friends and give them one very big round of applause. You can turn around now, but don't sit down just yet. Here on the dais are representatives of our academic staff who have supported each of you throughout your journey. Please join me in thanking them. Graduates, please remain standing, but do remember to pick up your testamers behind you. The official party will soon leave the courtyard, followed by the graduates. As we do, our organist will play the traditional recessional music of graduation, which has been played at ceremonies over the centuries. Again, to our newest graduates of Macquarie University, my warmest congratulations and every best wish for futures filled with success, satisfaction, but most importantly, happiness. Now, may I ask everyone to please stand? I will lead the official party out to the courtyard, and please join us there for refreshments. Thank you.